I'm not making money on this. That was not my objective. If I do, all the better. So that's cool. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I love doing it. And hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Today is October 3rd, 2021. And again, it's been a few days since I have uploaded a video. So I wanted to take today as an opportunity to do a little update, let the dust settle a little bit, do a little channel update, and a couple of comments on that, a TRT update, and a brief little work update about where I am, and just to let you know what's going on and where I'm going with this. So let's get at it. All right, let's start first with a TRT update for me. Now this is an update for me and what I'm doing. Now you may or may not know, based on my previous TRT videos, I initially was prescribed 1.25 milliliters of testosterone cypionate, which is 200 milligrams per milliliter, and that comes in this little vial right here, like that. And I was doing that every 14 days, driving to the doctor's office every 2 weeks to get the shot. Now, in interest of saving me some driving and mileage on my car, I decided to start doing my injections at home, which I did. And initially, I was on the same regimen of 250 milligrams every 2 weeks. And I got a lot of responses, and I've read a lot of things since then, and the every 2 weeks is not really the most efficient way to deliver testosterone. So what I did was I came up with an every 6-day injection plan. So now every 6 days I'm injecting 0.5 milliliters, which is 100 milligrams, which is a slightly lower dose than what I'm getting here. Now, having said all that, my last blood work I got, just talking about the testosterone levels here, everything else was great, but even with this 0.5 milliliters every 6 days, my total testosterone was 1,104 nanograms per deciliter. Now, this is the way it's measured in the States. I'm sure that's a little different in Europe and other places. I'm not sure what the correlation there is exactly, but for me, this is a little high, but I'm okay with that. And my free testosterone, which I'm really more concerned about, was 465 nanograms per deciliter, which is okay. It's in a good normal range, I believe. So what I'm doing now is every 6 days, I'm taking a half a milliliter of testosterone cypionate, which, like I said, is 200 milligrams per milliliter, and using a 1-inch needle, and using that, I don't know if you can see that or not, half a milliliter right there, and I'm injecting that at the top of my butt right here, this little hip area on both sides, and I alternate left side, right side every 6 days. So that is what I'm doing right now for my TRT program. Okay, so in addition to this, I had a couple of queries from you guys about what else I'm taking during the day, supplementation wise, anti-aging wise, anything like that, any kind of super secret thing I'm doing. I'm going to show you everything I'm taking in addition to this testosterone right here. Now, first, it's just simply a whey protein, a 25 gram per scoop whey protein. Usually have one in the morning with my breakfast, like oatmeal. I'll take one to work with me, to work out with. And I may have another scoop later on in the day, but generally it's at least 50 grams of this whey protein. Now, I also have a pre-workout that I use here, and I'm not advocating any particular brand over another because I don't really know that much about it. But this one here works pretty well for me, Pre-Effect by Biotech. And the reason I got this is because it has 6 grams of L-citrulline in it, which is like a vasodilator type thing. That helps with that. That amino acid helps with that. I usually take that about 30 minutes before I go work out, and it works great. It really does. And I do take creatine after the preload stage, which I'm well past now. I'm taking 1 scoop of this a day, and I usually include this in my breakfast, in my oatmeal or something. I usually include it in food. But I think I can tell a difference since using this creatine. My muscles feel a little fuller. So creatine. And in addition to that, the other stuff, I'm taking 1 tablet of it's an 81 gram low dose aspirin, and I take magnesium also. I initially started taking magnesium when I was running a lot to alleviate cramps, and I've just stuck with it. I do occasionally get cramps in my calves and my lats, believe it or not, and this seems to alleviate that. So, in addition to the testosterone, is protein powder, creatine, a pre-workout, magnesium, 1 low-dose aspirin every day, and that's it, other than my normal day-to-day eating. So that's my supplement update, my TRT update. Now, let's move on to a channel update if we can. Okay, regarding this 60-plus fitness journey channel, it has been a little over a year since I started this channel. I actually started uploading videos. And since then, I've learned a lot, done a lot, changed my workout, changed my approach. But one thing that is consistent, and I may not have emphasized enough, is that this is a documentary on what I do. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. I'm not here to offer advice, workout advice, nutrition advice, anything like that. This is what I do. I'm just offering that up to everybody out there, just to see what this 61-year-old is doing, right or wrong. There's some right and there's some wrong. I've learned a lot from you guys and gals out there. So, and the reason I say that is I saw a couple of comments on some older videos I did about how dangerous my workouts were if you were an unfit over 60-year-old trying to do them. And I think it goes without saying that any workout, if you're unfit, could conceivably be dangerous if you don't take your time and go into it with a little foresight, a little caution, a little patience, and some guidance from a professional, if you want, a trainer. Certainly, that's the way to go. I've been doing this a long time, and what I'm doing, I guess, could be considered a little bit on the advanced side. So certainly I wouldn't advocate anybody that's an unfit 60-year-old or 40-year-old or 30-year-old to do this. No, I wouldn't. This is strictly what I do. And having said that, you may have noticed that there are ads on my channel now. It is monetized. Even if I didn't monetize it, there would still be ads. You'd still have the ads to deal with. So I'm monetizing it. Now, I am not making a lot of money on this at all. I think my projected revenue for this month, or actually September, is like $42, something like that. They don't even pay you. Don't even send you a check until you have at least $100. So I didn't even get a check for September. I'm not making money on this. That was not my objective. If I do, all the better. So that's cool. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I love doing it. And as I mentioned in a couple of my videos before, the reason I started this is because I get questions all the time about what I do. So I'm documenting what I do. I'm going to continue to do that, hopefully in a more consistent manner. As I said, things have been a little topsy-turvy lately, but I am going to pick it back up when everything smooths out. So the upshot of all that is I'm not offering advice. I'm just documenting what I do. and we can collaborate and talk back and forth about this. But I certainly would advise anyone that's unfit to find a professional to guide them in the right direction. Don't look here for that, because I don't want this to be that type of thing. I don't want to show you how to do a workout. I'm not an expert in kinesiology or working out. I do what I do over having learned what I know about myself over years. It's a trial and error type of thing, and again, I'm just showing you what I do because I get that question a lot. Mark, what do you do? And this is what I'm documenting. So that's my little channel update. It's going to keep coming. I hope to get more consistent with it, but that's where we are right now. Okay, so now just real quick, I want to finish up with my current workout program. I just did a video a couple of videos ago describing the difference between my 4-day and 5-day workout plan. Now I'm currently on a 5-day, and I'm probably going to stick with this about 12 weeks. This 5-day program, just in a brief nutshell here, is a leg day, shoulder day, back day, chest day, arm day. And then on every day, I will do calves, stretching, and cardio. And again, with the calves, my contention is calves can take a lot of work, so I do like 2 sets of 30 reps every day of calf work. The stretching is just something I'm working on because my flexibility is horrible. It has gotten better. Mostly I'm doing this to help free up my hips a little bit. And just as I think that, part of fitness is being flexible, literally flexible. And the cardio component, for me, that is walking. If you know me at all, you know I'm a big fan of walking for cardio. I have started sneaking in some sprints, but I'm being very careful about that. I wanted to get some high intensity interval training in, so I'm including sprints because I like them. But it could be anything. It could be stair climbing. It could be, like I mentioned many times before, a dyno bike, any number of high intensity training. But I'm not going to overdo that. I'm going to emphasize the walking and just throw in a little bit of HIIT training as well. And that seems to work very well for me. To finish up, I am going to ask you one question. What type of workouts would you like to see me doing? I think the home workouts seem to be a pretty good hit. And I like doing home workouts. It gives me a little bit of freedom. I have control over my little area here, except for the condo repairs that are going on and workers coming in and out. But I do like to do home workout videos with resistance bands, body weight, dumbbells, that kind of thing. So if you'd like to see more of that, let me know. Any more of the gym workouts, more of that, let me know. Anything specific that you'd like to know about me and what I'm doing other than what I just presented here. I try to be, or I am, as open, as honest, and as honest as I can be about what I'm doing. I want you to see the full story of what this 61-year-old is doing, right or wrong. And so, let me know what you're thinking, what you'd like to see, and maybe concerns, ideas, suggestions, that kind of thing. And with that, I will say that is it for today. More to follow. And I hope to get more consistent with this. As I said, I don't hope to, I will. So, until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.